Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna here. Basically, we are discussing one of the topic that is city creation. In city creation, basically, we are discussing about the one of the topic that is future creation. Basically. One of the person told that basically vitamin A, vitamin B, basically this everything basically is created by set of groups basically. So that is basically the this group basically. These all are the groups basically who basically do this. So see basically King's family, after that the universe family basically. So one of the person told that yes basically. So one of the person told that you can just imagine basically first basically whatever things happens in the city basically or basically the country, that basically is going to happen in universe basically one day. For example, from vitamin basically, from vitamin, one of the city, assume that basically that is Mumbai city basically, they created one bomb blast material basically, one bomb blast material basically for 5 kilometer religion, 5 kilometer area basically. So that was basically created. That they basically told that basically this basically is the 5 kilometer area basically where basically the bomb blast is supposed to happen, and that basically was decided by the public basically. So here bomb blast is supposed to happen. Why? How basically? That basically is decided by the uh, city creation industry basically, who decides the each and every things basically. So here basically we have already discussed this basically. So assume that basically 5 kilometer area basically bomb blast is going to happen. That data basically is collected from the vitamin A data basically. Vitamin A data. Vitamin A data. So one of the person told that yes basically from vitamin A data basically the bomb blast area basically of 5 kilometer area. For example, Mumbai basically 5 kilometer area basically is going to have bomb blast basically. So from that data basically was collected by the one of the city basically, and that one of the cities basically, few cities basically, as in that basically that city basically collected the data basically, and the data basically was collected by the cities, and there basically the bomb blast happened basically. Assume, just taking as an example, in really this is not going to happen basically, and this has not happened also basically. That 93 bomb blast basically is totally different story. Here basically we are not discussing that basically. Here we are discussing that basically. I have taken because I am in India basically, so I am taking the example of India basically. So in India basically there is one city basically called Mumbai city. There 5 kilometer area basically the bomb blast is going to happen. So for that basically the data is collected by the 1,000 cities. So he told that yes basically. So 1,000 city basically data is collected, and there basically the bomb blast is going to happen basically. Then he told that yes basically. So 5 kilometer area bomb blast has happened. Then he told that yes basically. Data is also collected and bomb blast also basically happened. In really basically this has not happened. Basically just to take an example basically. So that is done basically. So this was basically checked by the certain groups basically. Assume that basically we are not taking the example of the group basically. Here we are not taking the example of the group basically. So here we will take directly few example basically, that is banks groups and political groups. So this group basically can be totally different group. Basically I am just taking as an example basically. So that basically I required some data basically of the middleware of the King's family basically. So here basically King family basically, see that basically this group basically are involved. This basically say that basically we have checked that data basically, which is basically going to do bomb blast of the 5 kilometer area basically. Like this basically the universe family group told that basically yes basically we have checked the 5 kilometer area of the bomb blast. So here one thing basically, one of the person told that Sunil basically you are not getting job. You told that basically you went to Parsi Agyari, you went to this that basically each and everything basically. Then he told that yes basically I went to Parsi Agyari. Then basically I went to each and every temple basically. I went to church also. Then also basically you have not got the yes basically, that basically you are correct. So one of the person told that basically, do you know why basically this has happened basically? Because there in Vadodara basically there is one person basically who says that basically if you go to the Hanuman temple also, if you go to the Ram temple also basically, if you go to the Jesus temple also, then also you will not get the job. then also basically you will not get the job. So this was actually insult of Ram, Shri Ram, or basically a insult of Hanuman, or basically insult of Jesus Christ basically. That basically need to check basically. That basically, do you know who has told that basically? See basically, this person basically has told.
Congress's firefighting attempts after Sam Pitroda made a remark. Congress's Jairam Ramesh says Pitroda giving his own views, not the party's views. The Congress distances itself from Sam Pitroda's statement. In fact, Pitroda had said, the nation involved in Ram Mandir, it really bothers me that Ram Mandir is a national issue. Don't mix religion with politics. This is what Sam Pitroda had said. And while that said, Jairam Ramesh says this is Sam Pitroda's personal views. The sizing religion.
I see that democracy is being undermined when Prime Minister of a country for 10 years does not give a press conference. That bothers me. When everyone thinks a minister while he's alive, that bothers me. It says we are on wrong direction. That bothers me.
Or that Ram Mandir is a national issue, this viewpoint.
So this was that person basically who told that basically that God basically is nothing basically who can basically give you the job basically. So that basically he was basically, lots of people says that basically Sunil he might be telling right also basically. And lots of people say that this was insult of God basically. But who is correct basically, that basically we can't say basically. Why? Because he is telling that basically in one of the video basically of the YouTube basically he has told that basically that there is no meaning of going to the temple and basically the God is basically, for example Sri Ram, for example you are going to the Sri Ram Hanuman temple, Sri Ram temple in Ayodhya, or basically in any of the Ram temple basically, or you are going to the Shankar temple, or you are going into the church basically, if you are going into Parsi Agyari basically, that doesn't mean anything basically, because they are not going to give you job basically. So he might be correct also basically. This was basically told by one of the, just now basically you saw that video basically, he is basically from Vadodara city, he has told that basically. So one of the person told that he might be correct also basically, because here basically God basically is not going to give the job basically. Then he told that yes basically. Then basically Sunil and I told that basically. So one of the person told that मतलब मंदिर सब हटा दे क्या, मंदिर मस्जिद चर्च basically सब हटा दे. That means he want to say that basically, that one of the person told that also basically, that should we basically remove all the temples, should we remove all the mosques, should we remove all the church basically. If we are facing any problem basically, we go to the God temple basically, we go to the mosque basically, we go to the church basically. So should we remove all this everything basically. One of the person told that also basically from his statement basically, which he has basically given in one of the video basically. That basically his statement basically I was not able to find basically, what not able to, but I had viewed that video basically, one of the video basically. He told that basically that there is no meaning of going to the God place basically, he is not going to help you basically. So this was basically insult, or basically I don't know, but few people says that basically he might be correct also basically, because if you are basically having some problem related to job basically, you are going to be apply to LinkedIn basically. Just see basically, just a minute, you will apply basically in LinkedIn basically, just a minute, you will be going to apply to the LinkedIn basically, that is this website basically, and Naukri basically, then basically the Monster basically, Monster India is there basically. So you are going to apply there basically. Then one of the person told that yes basically. So you are basically not going to be in temple basically, and you basically can't say basically, hey Bhagwan, मुझे नौकरी दिला दो. Like this, he want to say that basically God is not going to give you job basically. So whatever problem basically you are going to face now basically, you are not supposed to go to the God basically. So one of the person told that basically, should we remove all temples basically? Should we remove that Ayodhya Ram Mandir basically? Should we remove Hanuman temples basically? Should we remove the Hanuman temple? Should we remove all the mosque? Should we remove all the church basically? Then one of the person told that basically need to ask that person only basically why he told that basically. If you are facing any types of problem basically, then basically if you are not getting job from the Naukri, if you are not getting job from the Monster, next video basically we are going to see that.